Okay, Aquarius. I am back. I got cut off. Okay, so somebody's still throwing shit at my channel. I get it. Or my internet access is actually extremely poor. Okay. Now, the obstacles came out while I was talking talking about um there was something need to be done in divine timing. It says not yet. Trust the process and alignment. So you could have been asking spirits about something and they said not yet. Before my camera started acting up. Okay, there's blocks and obstacles here. It could be a lot of blocks. It could be a lot of stages that you had to jump over, hurdle through because of other people or people putting stumbling blocks in your life. Okay, somebody that most of these people that you had a lot of stumbling blocks with was people that you had passion and desire for. Maybe you had fantasized with this person or with these people. Okay, you could have had a lot of fantasies, a lot of thoughtful ideas or mindsets when it came to you being around this person. Fake. So somebody said that you were fake. Okay, they were saying that you were real fake and you lived in a lot of illusions. You were fake. You were this fox on the outside, but really on the inside, you were somebody else. Okay. Happily ever after. You did not have a happily ever after with this person that came out in reverse. So maybe you were thinking about fantasizing about having a happily ever after with this person, maybe getting a little kid, having a baby, but you don't have something coming. Okay, you're not having a new baby, you're not getting new things. Okay, regret. So somebody is in sadness and regret here. They're feeling guilty about something that they did. They may have caused, they may have shown you something. They're feeling sad, writing a letter. Okay, this could have been what somebody did um, while they were feeling bad. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo is out here. They came out here earlier. So this King of Pentacles could be this Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Look closely. So Spirit wants you to look very closely. It's within you. Something is within you. Relocation. So somebody is relocating. They're getting closure. Relocation. Moving on. Saying goodbye. Okay. They could be moving away from a house and moving into somebody else's house or moving with somebody else new. You could be relocating, leaving a home, leaving these people behind. Somebody wants to talk. Can we talk? Can we talk? Okay, somebody want to confess something. Okay, here it is. This says career shift. So somebody is changing their careers. Okay, how they work, how they change. Mm. How they change, how they work, how they change. Confusion, turmoil. Okay, calling. So somebody is going after a career shift. You could be confused. This person could be confused. Something is confusing. Gaslighting. Okay. Somebody is playing mind games, emotional games, trying to control your emotions. Gaslighting you. Les deceptionary. So somebody is in a lot of deception, secrecy, but you blocked this person off. Okay, you went silent. You blocked your ex off. You went silent. You could be sitting alone in a room, just you and God. Okay, this could have been your twin flame. They could have been on a twin flame journey. You could be on a twin flame journey. This could be your twin flame. Could be somebody that you found interesting, but now y'all are no longer together. Y'all fell apart. Soul mission. You trying to figure out your soul mission. Trying to figure out where you belong, where you going. Okay. You had an emotional breakthrough. Mm. Somebody still mad. My candle went out. My candle went out. It went all the way out. All the way out, y'all. Let's see something. Somebody could be thinking about you. Thinking about where things went. Why they left. Why are y'all not together no more? Okay. You can have Aquarius anywhere in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. Uranus, Venus. Be trying to heal. Going through a lot of healing in your life, healing processes. Okay. Be trying to feel your way through life. Trying to feel your way through luck, love, prosperity. I forgot my cards got candles on. They fell today. They fell. I saw my uncle. I ain't saw my uncle in a couple months. I mean, a couple years. I'm talking about a couple months. I ain't saw my uncle in about a couple years. He said it's been, last time he saw me was when I was working for a whole nother company that I worked for 8 years. So I've been gone from that company since 2021, 2022. Yeah, it's been that long. So, baby. All right. Aquarius, we're not done. We got an interference with the phone acting crazy. Practice. Somebody could be practicing something. Practice makes perfect. They could be practicing playing a guitar, practicing the cello, practicing some type of music, okay, that they are interested in doing or wanting to do. Practice. They could be going to a practice, watching somebody practice. Career change. Somebody out here changing their career. Okay, they're thinking about moving, changing their career, changing their lifestyle. This could be you. Changing how you plant things. Independency. No, that says inadequacy. So you may be independent. Somebody is feeling very inadequate out here because of your independency. I said independency. So inadequacy. So somebody is out here feeling inadequate because you're making a career change. Imbalance is here. Somebody could be feeling off and balanced because you made a career change or some type of change happened within your career. Okay, plants. Something about plants. You planted this. You could plant things. Okay, you could have planted a seed and it grew. Well, something with plant. Rest. Maybe you need to rest. Maybe you're tired. I know I am. Meditation. You could have meditated. You could be in meditation. Oh, dang. Meditation. Games. Somebody could be playing a lot of games. They could be playing pool. They could love to go out, play games, play pool, shoot pool. It's part of their partying. Relocation. Told you somebody moving. Came out twice. So somebody is moving careers, moving places, moving jobs, moving where they live at. It might be thinking about relocating, changing careers. They feeling inadequate and balanced and want to plant somewhere else, plant some seeds somewhere else. This person is feeling empty here. Okay, they feeling alone, belonging. They feel like they don't belong or they're trying to figure out where they belong at. Self-image. So this person has a distorted self-image. Something is distorted with this person and their image of themselves. Okay, intimidation. So this person could have been intimidated, or there could be some intimidation going on around this person. They could be watching somebody get bullied, or they could be doing the bullying. Okay, they could have been bullied when they was a kid. Perfectionism. So somebody could be trying to be perfect now, trying to make sure that they're perfect. Everything about them is intact. Okay, their looks. Okay, because they got a distorted self-image here. Okay, they could be always concentrating on their body, trying to see how their body looks. They could have tattoos. You could have tattoos. Something with parents. This person could always talk to their parents. Okay, or always getting scolded by their parents. They could have felt inadequate because of some parents, some things that their parents was doing. Painting is also here. You could like painting. You could love painting. You could love art. Okay, you could be thinking about painting something. Okay, renovation. So you could be thinking about renovating your apartment, painting. Okay, fixing some things around the house. Yep, cleansing an area, cleansing places off, cleansing things. Okay, cleansing, renovating, painting. Okay, maybe you talk to your parents about painting. Animals. You could love animals. You could have animals. Thank you for the like. Hey, how are you, Cassandra Moore? You can like animals. Love animals. I do. I love animals. Okay. Could be cleaning. Voice. You could be singing. You could love to sing. Okay. You could love to sing. You could love music. You love to play music, listen to music, play sounds. Okay. This person could feel rejected. You could be feeling some type of rejection. Something with rejection here. Maybe somebody rejected your voice. Maybe they told you to be quiet. Didn't want to hear you sing. Okay. Because they had an attitude about something. Didn't have nothing to do with you. Craft is here. You could be crafting something. Okay, painting came out. Crafting, renovating. Okay, you could be changing something. You could be painting your house, changing the way things look. Okay, renovating, putting pictures and stuff up on the wall, making it look how you want to. Stress is also here. So somebody could be stressed out about this, about painting. Okay, or stressed about some parents or some parenting that you have to do. Okay, while you're trying to figure out what you're going to do with this house. You could be stressed about your body, about a body image. Speaking. Somebody is speaking here. Speaking. Okay, don't know what they're speaking about or speaking to or speaking for, but somebody is speaking here. You got the microphone. Okay, you got it. Maybe you're singing. Burdens. Somebody's carrying a lot of burdens here. Burdens. Burdens. Fear of change. Fear of change. So somebody is burdened about some fear of change. Maybe you don't think it's going to look right when you're done painting, or maybe you're worried about how it's going to look when you're done painting. But I believe that whatever you're painting is going to look good. Okay? Because it's something that you want to do. It's something that you want your house to look like or be like. Okay? Some type of painting or something that you're trying to do. Sharing. Sharing is here. You could share with somebody. You could share with kids. Share an apple. Share an orange. Something with sharing. Fear of death. So you could be afraid of dying. You could be sharing this with somebody. This could be part of your stress, your burden. Maybe you're talking about it. Maybe you're speaking up about this burdens, this fear of change. Okay. You're sharing with somebody that you're afraid of death. Okay, you're fearing death here. Maybe you're afraid of dying. You're afraid of transitioning. You're afraid of it. Okay. Trauma. You got some type of trauma out here. Something that happened that was traumatizing, traumatic. Something was set on fire. I don't know. Or something has evolved. Okay, something traumatically has evolved here. Reading. Something about reading. You could be getting a reading. You could be doing a reading. You could know about a reading. You could like reading. You could love exploring books. Reading on different things. Okay, looking up different things. Reading about life. Stretch. So maybe you need to stretch. Maybe you need to stretch your body. Stretch your legs. Stretch your arms. Do some type of yoga or Pilates. Okay. Maybe some Tai Chi. Sadness. So there's something with some sadness. You could be sad, stressed out, needing to stretch, needing to exercise, needing to get your mind together. Okay? Rejuvenation is out here. Disempowerment. So somebody feel disempowered, tied down. Hiking is also here in the community. They could be walking around the community all the time. And nutrition here. Maybe you need to deal with some inner child issues while you're taking a walk in the community. Thinking about some nutrition. How you're going to be nutritious. Water. Maybe you need some water. Okay. Maybe you need to be by some water. Maybe you love water. Maybe you're connected to water. All right, Aquarius. Eating disorder. So somebody has an eating disorder out here as well. Can't eat, can't sleep. Listening. You could be listening to someone, listening to the ocean, listening to water. You could like listening to water. You could love empowering people with your words. Judgment is also here. Judgment. So you could be listening to a judge. You could be watching something on TV, listening to that. Okay. Something could have caused you to have an eating disorder. Victimhood is out here. So somebody feels like a victim. They feel like a toddler, a child on the inside. You're not teaching something. Something is not being teachable. Something is not being taught. Teacher came out in reverse. Or this teacher is a bad teacher, a negative teacher. Okay. Teaching. They could not be teaching the correct things to children. You can feel like they're not teaching your child right. You can feel like their teaching is not getting done correctly. Okay. Family patterns. So somebody has a lot of family patterns, pictures and things that they watch, they listen to, they talk about. Every time this person comes over, they show them family pictures. They may go through the pictures a lot with their family. Healing. You may need to do some healing. What else? Healing did come out with the right away care of that. It did come out. Fear. So somebody is in fear of something. You may be in fear. You may not be in fear. You could be struggling with fear. Okay, you can wear a mask when you're around people. You may not like talking to people without a mask because we still in COVID. Projections is also here. So somebody could be projecting something onto you or using a projector. Okay, somebody could watch projectors. You could have a projector in your home. You could be watching movies. Okay, projections. Somebody could be projecting onto your relationship. Okay, somebody that's jealous here. Jealousy and criticism. Somebody is criticizing and being jealous of your relationship. Okay, criticizing who you're with, jealous of them, jealous of you, jealous of y'all's relationship. So they're criticizing them. Or you could have criticized this person that you were in a relationship with because you felt jealous of somebody else that was lying on you, ridiculing you. Okay? Something with some criticism here. Organization. This person could be organized. You could be organized. Okay? You could be organizing things. You could be making sure that your house is organized when people come over. Relaxing. Relaxation. So you're relaxing at this point in time. You could have renovated your apartment. Could have painted. All right, cards. Why is you falling all over the place? Betrayal. So somebody feels betrayed out here. Betrayal. But you relaxing. Person is using their phone, putting up the stop towards you. They feel betrayed by you. Okay. They could be feeling betrayed by something you said. You could have been talking to this person. Y'all could have been at the table together. And you found out this person is betraying you. Divination. You could like rooms. You could divine with rooms. Exercise. That could be part of your exercise. You could be a divination reader. It's something that you do. Okay, maybe you get outside and exercise and it helps you divine. Helps you get to the divination. Tell the truth. Okay. Study is here. So somebody is studying hard, but they got a lot of illusions. They play a lot of games. They live in a lot of illusion land. Discernment. Use your discernment. Justice. Your discernment is justice here. Technology. So this technology, they could be into technology real heavy on the technology. They could be into it a lot. Money matters. Okay, they could care about a lot of money, or they could not care about money. Here they shredding this money. Money matters. So they shredding money. Yeah, look at that. Shredding money. Just shredding it. Wow. Nature. You could be out in nature. Loving nature. Career. So somebody definitely is going through a career change and moving. Okay, this person feels inadequate. They could have renovated their apartment or their house or whatever. Could have been thinking about renovations and moving on and moving in silence. Abundance is also here. So maybe you're getting a lot of money. You're getting a lot of abundance. All right, Aquarius. I actually been up here for longer than 23 minutes, 25 seconds. My computer is about to die. So I got to end this live. I want to give you at least one word of encouragement. My laptop is about to kerplunk, chunk, get up out of here. It's about to say sayonara. And I don't want it to go out while I'm in the middle. So it says, by walking your life's journey, you are dismantling false belief system. So walk your life's journey. Stay on your journey. Okay. Make sure that you concentrate on that. You dismantle a lot of false beliefs that you have abided by. Okay. Any Christian beliefs. So now you could be throwing that away or tossing that out. Put your hand on your heart and ask, what do I know about this situation? You may be surprised. So Spirit is you to go ahead, put your heart on your hand on your heart and say, what do I know about this situation? You may be surprised. One more, and then I'm out of here. It's okay to say no. So it's okay to say no, to turn somebody away. It's okay to say no. All right. That is it for Aquarius. And hopefully my laptop doesn't turn off. Peace. Come back and watch the rerun. Watching. Bye.